Welcome back. This time of year, we're all making New Year's resolutions, but here to make sure you stick with them is Dean Statman, brand editor of the one only Men's Health magazine. Dean, thank you so much for joining us. I'm holding up this magazine here because this guy is very fit.
Fit.
If you stick to your resolutions, girls and guys, you
perhaps can get on the cover.
Pack like that.
Yes.
That is actually our fitness director, BJ Gador.
Oh,
so he
goodness.
works at Men's Health, and all of the workouts are coming from this guy's mind.
Wow.
He works at Men's Health. He's on the cover of Men's Health. My goodness.
Yeah.
All right. What can we do to stick to our New Year's resolutions?
Well, first of all, I think we really have to rethink the way that we think about resolutions. We always think of them more as an end, and really it should be more of a means. We say
a journey.
Exactly. It's I want to lose 15 pounds or this or that. Well, you can't. There's no action you can do to just lose 15 pounds, but there are things you can do that get you there.
Mm-hmm.
So think about the first step. So let's say a common resolution is I want to take control of my health. Mm-hmm. Well, you can't just take control of your health. Schedule that first doctor's appointment. We found one report that found around 1 in 4 guys, this is specific to men, haven't seen their doctor in over a year. Okay, so that's like no physician visit in over a year for like 25% of guys.
I was going to say, so you mean just an annual or like a physical exam versus maybe seeing a nutritionist to help with this?
Right, because how many guys do you know that really go and schedule an appointment with a nutritionist? I mean, often they're picking up a magazine or they're going online.
If you look like that on the cover of Men's Health, you probably do.
Well, we have lots of great nutritionists who contribute, so you'll actually find them in there. But yeah, it's those smallest steps, It's, I want to lose 20 pounds. Okay, well, don't think about the 20 pounds. Think about creating habits that will get you there eventually and beyond.
Okay, so does that mean you take it step by step by step, or should you sit down, maybe if you have a few days off on a 3-day weekend, for example, and really plan out where you want to be 3 months in, 6 months in, 9 months in, and then where you want to be a year from now?
I don't think so. And although it sounds like a great plan, the reason is that if you start to lag just a little bit, you're going to get...
You give up. People give up sometimes.
You psych yourself out. You're going to be like, oh, I'm like a week behind and I've got to make it up and my weight's not where I want it to be. And then you kind of just give up on the whole thing.
Right. Well, Forbes is saying that only 8% of people actually keep any part of their New Year's resolution, not even carrying it through. So say the 20 pounds that we're referencing right now, they may only lose 5 pounds throughout the entire year.
Right.
If that's the case, we all fall short sometimes.
Yeah.
What can we do to maybe jumpstart mid-year through?
Well, the first step is really just not thinking about that number. Like, take the number away.
Okay.
Like, don't even think about it. Think about the habits that get you there. So, okay, I'm going to focus on eating a little bit more salad, like, maybe a few more greens. I'm going to try to go to the gym twice a week and maybe throw one more thing in there. Mm-hmm. And that will carry you to that goal, that number, and beyond that number, because it's now a habit that's part of your routine.
Let's say you're already living a healthy lifestyle. You feel like you eat pretty healthy and you go to the gym several times a week. How hard is it to push and maybe lose that extra 5 pounds or that extra 10 pounds that you want to use? And maybe if that is your New Year's resolution, how do you do it?
I mean, it's very specific to the person. So it's hard to say without knowing, what the person's doing or eating. One tip that we love to give is that you'll always work harder when you're working towards something. And by that I mean, you might not be motivated in the gym, you might not like working out, but maybe you love a certain sport, right? Maybe you love mountain climbing or something like that. Well, what you're doing in the gym is making you a stronger athlete and a stronger performer in that activity. And so don't think about it as slogging away on the squat machine or whatever. Like, think of it as, this is making me a better athlete, and this is making me a better tennis player and a better, whatever, flag football player.
I think that is a good mentality.
Common resolutions versus smarter resolutions. You're saying don't focus on the 20 pounds, focus on the 5, but what are some other common resolutions that people can easily stick with?
Okay, well, I mean, really we cover, health, fitness, relationships, the whole deal, so we can try something different. Like, one of them is, let's say you want to have a better relationship in the new year. Let's say you're in a relationship already, but you want it to be better, maybe.
That's part of your health,
right,
yes.
That is part of your health as well. Making the resolution to have a better relationship is not really a resolution, because where do you sort of begin with that, But maybe you say, okay, I'm going to apologize when I know that I really should apologize, instead of dragging on an argument for like an hour or two.
Now, do you think those resolutions are better formed with 2 people, both in the relationship, making that resolution, or just one person thinking about how they can be a better partner in a relationship?
I think it's both. I think it's good to have goals together so you feel like a team, like a unit, but I think everyone can always improve, and I think to have your own goals is
When negative thoughts come up, whether it's related to your mental health or your physical health, for whatever reason we started with physical health, but mental health is part of it too, emotional health as well. How do you fight the negative thoughts when they creep up?
How do you fight? Well,
How do you get away from them, wash them away, and just move on?
Well, you've got to remember that, not everyone's perfect. And in fact, no one's perfect. And often it's easy. I'm guilty of this myself. I'll miss a workout or something, and I'm thinking, everyone else in the world right now, except for me, is at the gym at this moment. And I'm the one guy who slacked today, and now I feel, oh God, like I'm falling behind. And it's not true, Everyone has their issues, their struggles, and as long as you can make incremental positive change, that's really something to be happy about.
What are the top things that your readers at Men's Health, what are the top things they struggle with going into the new year? When they're trying to make their resolution?
Well, I think at this point, everyone just wants to sort of escape the holidays unscathed and in one relatively medium-sized piece.
They want to look like the guy on the cover of the magazine.
Exactly. Well, BJ Gador, he used to weigh 275 pounds.
Wow.
Yeah, I mean, you can actually see a little photo of him.
How long did it take him to get that 1,000 pack?
How long did it take him? Well, he's had a long journey, and he really stresses the word journey. I mean, he went from being extremely overweight to bodybuilder shape. Then he kind of got out of it a little bit again, and then he started to realize, this fluctuation really isn't that healthy.
Right.
And that's another reason not to set these concrete resolutions.
Right.
Because
you got to maintain it.
Well, what
that
happens
is the
once
healthiest,
you hit it?
right?
Yeah, exactly.
What's your New Year's resolution?
My New Year's resolution?
Do you have one? Have you thought about it yet?
Nope, I don't have any. That's the point. I just want to keep doing what I'm doing and get a little bit better at everything, and just keep going that way.
He has the common resolutions.
All of them.
The tricky thing with New Year's resolutions is that I feel like a lot of people make them, and then they go out on New Year's Eve, and come, let's say if it is related to your physical health, they go out on New Year's Eve, and then come the next day, they really already on day one need to break it because maybe they consume too much alcohol or party too hard or whatever it may be, and then it's instantly they get off the rails and then it's hard to get back on.
Right, so knowing that that's going to happen, tell yourself that January 1 doesn't count. You know you're going to have a hangover. You're going to wake up, your head's going to be spinning, you're going to be like, it's 2017, this is a terrible start. So you know it's going to happen, so just let yourself have January 1. That's a buffer zone.
Okay, so that's a cheat day, I guess.
Right. Are there any specific things so that Men's Health is putting out to your readers saying, hey, maybe these are some things that you guys can focus on in the new year?
Right there.
Focus on the 1,000 pack, as Chris can hashtag body goals.
Yeah, his back has abs.
That's a good one.
But you know what? One other thing you can do is, if you feel like you are the kind of person who doesn't always hold yourself accountable, maybe you sort of fall off here and there, make yourself accountable by, you can almost guilt yourself into it a little bit. Make a purchase that will, fuel your motivation and
products
fuel your
that
workouts.
will keep you on track.
So
what are some of those products?
Well, you can go out and buy some new workout gear. So, you can see it sitting there in your place and I spent money on that. I really do need to use it. I look great in it. Fine, it'll push me to the gym. Or we found, so we've been doing a lot of tech roundups recently at all of our holiday gift guides, and one of my favorite products that I found recently, so it's a pair of wireless earbuds. It's by a company called Baragi, and it's called the Dash.
We've had on Baragi Dash before, yes.
Oh, really? So yeah, these are one of our favorites here at Men's Health. Basically, they're completely wireless. They charge in here. You get 4 hours just with the buds. You get, I think, 15 altogether with this, but they're waterproof. They read your heart rate through your ears. They're super small. A problem with a lot of buds is they're very bulky and they kind of stick out and you look sort of weird.
Right. But they are expensive, almost twice as what the AirPods cost. So why should someone go for these for $300 versus the AirPods for $160?
Well, these have extras. These have, the heart rate monitor in your ears, so you can literally get your workout data.
Do you think that's worth the extra $140?
Well, they have 4 gigs of onboard storage, so you can store your music on here.
1,000 songs or something.
You can swim with them. They record your laps or lengths in the pool. So there is quite a bit of extra stuff over here, and they have this very Batman-esque sort of steel case, which I love.
So perhaps more for the fitness workout. Maybe you save those Apple AirPods for when you're just on the subway in New York City.
Yeah, the AirPods are great. We love the AirPods, but they're not available yet.
All right.
Unless you're one of the lucky few that Dean, get it.
Yes, and Dean Statman, I think a lot of these obviously can apply to both men and women, even though you're representing Men's Health here, right?
Of course.
Yeah.
Okay. Ladies, there are no excuses.
I need to get on whatever his ab plan is. Let me just say that again.
Dean's workout plan. All right, thank you so much for joining us. Dean Statman, brand editor for Men's Health. And coming up, well, I will say, first of all, we talked about this yesterday, Twitter launching its Periscope 360 video, streaming video this week, and Cheddar, we are on it now.
There goes our intern, Justice. Wave to the people, Justice. Wave to the people. Oh.
We'll get it.
There we
get it. And there we are.
Oh, look at all the people. Oh,
all right.
I don't know what I'm looking
cool.
at. There I am.
Oh.
don't know what I'm doing though.
You can see the whole set. So viewers, we'll keep going, keep going. We haven't made 360 yet. We're at about 180 right now, and there's Aaron.
That's Aaron, one of the Wonder Twins back there. You can barely see him.
So for everyone that thought Peter, when he's here, Peter can't be here today, but when everyone thought Peter was so far away, when he would chime in for whomever's sitting up here on the desk, he's so close.
So close.
Viewers always tell me that's the thing that they're so surprised to see when they come and actually see the set on the floor of the New York Stock Exchange, is how close actually Peter is to the desk, and Aaron's sitting in that spot now because Peter can't be with us. But there you go, viewers, the complete 360 view of not only the broadcast, but our whole set as well, which is pretty darn cool. We will be on this until 9:40, so you can get every view you want.
Get that opening bell view.
Yep, you can
That's
get the
gonna be
opening
very
bell view as
cool.
well.